All right. Hello, friends. This is Biman Gandhi. I'm a business coach, and I'm happy to welcome one more guest on the platform of Business Mantra. We are doing this series called Woman of Influence, and today we have one very special guest. But before I introduce that guest to you, I would like to share one famous saying which says, "Wake up with determination and finish your day with satisfaction." But between waking up and going to the bed, the most important aspect is to stay energetic and stay active throughout your day. Well, with the modern lifestyle, it may be a great challenge for many people like me, but our guest today, Dr. Aditi Kulkarni and her team, have taken up the cause of keeping all of us active through their enterprise called Be Active Clinic. Dr. Aditi,
Thank you so much, sir. Such a
Dr.
wonderful introduction about us. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure to welcome you on Business Mantra. So,
Thank you so much, sir.
Doctor, I did look at your website, and I also figured out that you are quite a popular name when it comes to physiotherapy. But
Oh, thank you so much.
my research also tells me that you have immense focus on ergonomics. Can you explain the importance
Uh,
of ergonomics for well-being of people in general?
yes, definitely. I would like to add ergonomics as a specialty along with my physiotherapy because
Mhm.
ergonomics in layman language we can say is a science of posture.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's a Greek word. Ergo means work and nomai means how to do it.
Mhm.
So generally, like time you get up till the time you sleep, I feel that person is in the posture. And
Mhm.
out of 24 hours is the posture and 1 hour is an exercise, which I can
Mhm.
teach you with the exercise medicine part as a fitness person. Or otherwise, I can tell you as a physiotherapy person, like the person is coming to correct the pathological conditions. But
Okay.
when that pathological condition or otherwise any kind of a fitness thing you are going to do it in the daily routine, you need to follow everything in the corrected posture
Mhm.
like simply the brushing your teeth
Mhm.
or just you are spreading the bed sheet is your
Mhm.
spine is going to get active. If you
Okay.
are going to be in front of the laptop, in front of the computers, or simply nowadays because of the pandemic people are more on the internet using everything on the smartphones,
Mhm.
so those are coming under the postures, like simply
Okay.
carrying a backpack, simply carrying a bag which is with the full of vegetables. Or otherwise, we can take an example of preparing chapati. The person who is visiting house to houses, like the servants who are coming and visiting our house, and they have to handle each and every workstation with the corrected spinal structure so that they should not experience pain, or otherwise they will perform in a better manner. And otherwise also they should not get fatigued very often because they have to
Mhm.
finish up 5 to 6 houses as their professional part. So whenever
Okay.
we are considering that task, or otherwise if the person is standing for the prolonged period of time, if they are sitting for the prolonged period of time, ergonomics is going to come into play.
Mhm.
So that's why I always suggest to my patients, and I have treated in according to that way. First is the correction of the posture. Like
Mhm.
simply sleeping is also the posture, which is 7 to 8 hours. Out of
Mhm.
24 hours, according to me, it has to be the sound sleep.
Mhm.
If the sleep is not sound, how you will be able to perform 100% and become creative and productive at your work?
Very
So
true.
ergonomics plays there also a very important role according to me. So
Mhm.
I totally believe in designing the entire lifestyle based on the correction of the posture, based on their requirement. Definitely, if their requirement, if their lifestyle, then we focus on the correction of the muscles along with the strengthening the postural correction,
Mhm.
and then it is coming into the fitness part.
Okay.
That's why, according to me, for physiotherapy or the exercise medicine goes hand in hand with the ergonomics.
Okay. So when you think of any doctor, typically people think of medicine, therapy, those beds, treatment, surgery, and whatnot. But when I
Right.
visited Be Active website, I figured out that it's basically an enterprise which also offers some products which takes care of
Yes.
both preventive and corrective aspects. What do you have to say about
Yes.
that?
Like simply, you can look at me. I'm sitting on the chair,
Hmm.
which is designed by me. Is as
Okay.
per my professional requirements. So, whenever I was in the start of my clinic now, I was having that idea in my mind to provide physiotherapy, ergonomics, electrotherapy, exercise medicine as a fitness kind of a gym part or everything under one roof.
Hmm.
So people do not have to go and search for each and every places. So that time it gave me the idea, why not to provide the ergonomic products also under us?
Mm-hmm.
So there are lot many dealers who are willingly associated with us till date, and we are providing that facility. Like simply buying a memory foam for the patients is the big task. Like
Mm-hmm.
which is the good one? Like how
Mm-hmm.
much is the density for that foam? Is the actual orthopedic mattress they are providing it to us, or
Mm-hmm.
otherwise the lumbar support pillow? There are cervical support pillow. There are
Mm-hmm.
a certain laptop stand. There are height adjustable stand. This is the ergonomic chair which we have, the executive one, the simple one, which you can carry it everywhere, which you can easily dismantle. There are lot many options we are providing under the one roof. So the
Mm-hmm.
patients who are learning ergonomics, they can get it all these products in a very cost effective manner, so they don't have to get an extra or shouldn't get cheated about it.
Okay.
So this was
Okay.
my basic motive behind providing all these things under the clinic itself.
Right. So ergonomics is not really, highly unknown term in modern day. I mean, people who have adopted
Yes,
technologies, specifically the people who are spending bulk of their time in front of laptop desktops, they know about
correct.
ergonomics. And then
Yes.
of course, there are lots of people who are there to support them when they run into some kind of problem. But how
Yes.
is your practice different than the others?
When we are considering the ergonomics in my clinic, I have designed a certain PPTs, which is
Mhm.
totally based on the individual requirement. So,
Okay.
like if the person is sleeping on the left hand side, I will not force him to sleep just like an ergonomic way, the way we have learned.
Mhm.
I will make sure that those PPTs I have designed for the left side is sleeping postures, then the right side is sleeping postures, then the people who are preferring to lie on the back, or otherwise is the laptop requirement, otherwise the professional requirements can be considered like if the optical fiber industries or otherwise the pharmaceutical industries, based on that, every individual's requirement are different. We have designed the PPTs we take as a practical. Simply cross-leg sitting is one of the posture that knee osteoarthritis patients have to learn. So
Mhm.
everything I have designed it based on the pathological conditions, based on the official requirements like a corporate aspect, and accordingly I'm providing those facilities till date. So patients are saying yes, there
Mhm.
are clinics we have visited,
Mhm.
well-known clinics. They are providing the ergonomic facility, but the ergonomics which you taught us is totally different and is based on our individual study. I tell
Okay.
them to give the come with the picture study of their own postures when they are deeply into their work, and tell them to somebody to click their pictures.
Mhm.
And it's a natural posture study which we do, and based on that natural posture study, I design the entire lifestyle of that person. So as soon as they are correcting their postures from the root, automatically the postural corrections, the muscle original length comes, there is a lot of oxygenation, there is a good circulation, they react to my physiotherapy.
Mhm. Okay. Yours is a profession
Yes,
where, staying updated is the need of the profession. How Dr.
yes.
Aditi keeps herself updated?
Yes, I can say I first took my degree in the bachelor's. Then after starting practicing, I realized that there are a lot many advanced electrotherapy modalities are coming into the practice. There are a lot many dealers are there. So accordingly, I have updated myself, but I make sure in my clinic also the people who are providing those kind of modalities, I am every 3 to 4 years upgrade my entire electrotherapy setup. I keep myself updated also by visiting different conferences as a speaker also and as an attendee also, so
Mhm.
that even I'll upgrade my knowledge. And recently, I can say I have done the bachelor's, I have done my n number of fellowships, I have keep upgrading myself with the short workshops. I keep giving those facilities also to my patients. And I recently took the degree as a post graduation exercise medicine person from the Malaysia, which is the I am the first one who in Pune who completed this degree and offering this facility in my clinic. And
Fantastic.
now we were 20 to 25 doctors who were in the first training coach under the Malaysian people, and they had came, they visited India, they trained us. We have given the actual examinations as a postgraduate diploma in exercise medicine as a specialty for my clinic. And
Mhm.
those are the things I keep myself updated, because if I am not updated, I won't be able to give the justice to my patients.
Mhm.
Like there are n number of manual therapy techniques are coming. I keep doing and I keep learning. I keep doing the certification courses also for that. There
Mhm.
are certain types of tapes which are coming in the market. I gave as a taping technique as a sports physiotherapist.
Mhm.
I keep myself updated for those taping techniques also. There are certain types of machineries I have invested in my clinic which I keep upgraded.
Mhm.
Like I keep replacements. If there is a simple ultrasound is also coming in the market, there are n number of varieties in my clinic of that simple ultrasound. So
Hmm.
as per the patient's requirement, if the requirement is for the tendon or the tissues or the healing part, otherwise
Hmm.
it is just the fibrotic changes to release that. So there are n number of modalities are available for that certain task.
Okay, great, great. Aditi,
Yes,
you are a doctor, but you are also a woman,
yes,
and you are also an entrepreneur in a way.
yes,
Entrepreneurship itself is a challenging pursuit. How it has been in
definitely.
your case as a woman and as a woman entrepreneur?
I always feel it is never a struggle if you are disciplined and organized in your own lifestyle. So the way my clinic I have arranged as always appointment based. I always treat one patient at a one time. It's always an appointment based, so never a
Hmm.
chaotic situation at my clinic. The second is my staff is also well organized, so everything is sharp. Start at 8 a.m. in the morning and sharp we end up 9 p.m. at night. But still, my home, if there is a requirement, if the certain times it is a woman's requirement that you have to handle your home as well. So
Hmm.
that time I have managed everything. They are also very happy. My family is very supportive. They understand that as a being a physiotherapist is my passion. They are always there to help me. The frankly, the one example I can share you, if there is no reception, my mama is so keen and ready to help me in my clinic. She come and sit and handle my all the stuff. So,
Okay,
so my father is also MD vet. He is also very supportive.
okay.
If
Uh-huh.
sometimes I need a help, he is also there to help me. So, as a being a passionate physiotherapist, my entire family is supportive. That's why definitely it's possible for me to arrange everything. At a home front also is sometimes requirement. I keep everything as my work as a one part, as my personal life as a one part. So that time I just announced my clinic is going to remain closed. I'll not be available for that time, and I'm just a family person.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
Dr. Aditi, doctors are considered to be next to God or sometimes next to mothers. It sounds very pleasant when you hear that as a doctor, but it may be extremely demanding
True.
on the other side. How do you
True.
cope up
Very
with
true.
that? How do you cope up with that expectation from your patients, from society in general?
When actually I will speak, till date, not even a single patient I remember who didn't got cure or any kind of a complaints, the same issues they have visited again. It's a
Hmm.
God's grace for sure.
Hmm.
And the second thing which I can say, if the case is not mine, I immediately tell them this is not my case. I will definitely refer you to the concerned persons.
Hmm.
These are the expertise in that particular field. They are the people who will treat you.
Hmm.
If this is my case, I give myself 100%. I'll make sure that person is totally out of it. So I am corrected from the root cause for the permanent, so that the patients are also happy. And the examples I can share with you, as I said, my mom or anybody are coming and here. So patients actually touch their feet and they thank them. You have given a birth to such a wonderful daughter, and she is always being so humble and caring towards us. And this is something which we are expecting from the doctor. So that was the biggest achievement of my life. When my parents were so proud, कि we are, people are coming and हमारे पैर छू रहे, Mama just enjoy, don't worry. So that was the moment I really felt कि no, something I'm doing.
Actually, you took
Yes.
away, my next question. But let me ask you, this question: what has been your mantra as a doctor? Yours is a practice. I wouldn't really dare to call it as a business. Yours is a wonderful practice, a noble practice.
Yes.
But what has been your mantra? Let's say success mantra as a doctor.
I always say the faith, patience, and the disciplined and organized way is applicable even at the time of practice also. Because you have to make sure that your patients are comfortable with you. The second thing is that you are going to give your 100% attention when you are with the patient.
Hmm.
You give the ample time to the patient. This is what they actually need. You try
Hmm.
to listen. I personally feel that I listen to them very carefully. Whatever they are trying to tell me, if it is a half an hour or a 1 hour consultation, also really doesn't matter for me. And I always say that you should have a faith on your doctor. Not only me, not only in others. I will say that you should have a faith on your doctor. If anything, you should feel free to communicate with your doctor. Then and then only the things are going to work out. And in
Hmm.
my case, I always suggest that I'll make sure and 100% that my patient should not feel any kind of an inconvenience from our end.
Okay. All
and
right.
they should feel free to communicate with any member of my clinic or otherwise directly to me also. So I
Mhm.
have offered them the facilities of the WhatsApp, the calls, the messages, or otherwise there are two numbers I've made them available. If I'm not available here, you can connect me up to 11 o'clock with me, because it's an emergency, I understand, and that is the reason I had made all the facilities available for them. They
Okay.
should feel free to communicate with us, and we are ready to help you out for that.
No, that's very, very kind of you. Doctor, was there any case which was highly challenging, something that probably, you faced as a challenge, as a problem, never cured before or never seen before, but then you applied all your knowledge and skills to make sure
Yes.
that the patient really, you made his or her life very, very easy. Any experience of that kind?
There are actually lot many. There are many challenging cases I have came across till date. But the one case I would like to tell you, the person was a police department person, and entire thigh was completely open. It was a
Hmm.
total damage to the bones. It was total crushed of the muscles, and even the exposure of the internal tissues were outside.
Hmm.
He was undergoing the treatment. Everybody gave up on him, and he was walking with the walker, and he was about to give up on his job as well. And that time, somebody told him, there is one small therapist is there. Just why don't you go and try with her? So he was very angry. Everybody was like telling him, you're not going to get cured. This is going to remain lifetime, and you have to manage it. And he was very young, before even the age of 30,
Hmm.
very the new start of his career. And that time he met with in that kind of a serious accident, and he
Hmm.
visited, and I was just like, let me talk to your ortho. I will take this case. I can
Hmm.
make sure that you will walk. And
Okay.
till date he's absolutely fine, and he's walking, he's stair climbing, and the people who gave up on him, and he's absolutely back to his normal routine work, and now he's a archery player. So everything is about taking the efforts along with the same, that patience is also very much required. And as I said, you should have a faith on the doctor. So
Yeah.
whatever the experiment I did, it can be the machineries, can be my physiotherapy, can be my manual therapy. He was crying, he was shouting, everything was done, but he was having the faith. Now she has told me, now she'll do something. So,
Okay.
and within a span of 1 month, everything started going in the right track, and he's okay now. There is also a Wallenberg syndrome case. She was also a lost hope. There were a lot many serious symptoms she was facing. There was one of the polio patient. She was also had undergone n number of surgeries, and now in the clinic she started even doing the tracking. She has also mentioned her feedback. The even Wallenberg syndrome patient also has mentioned the feedback on my website. Even people can go and check with those, including their numbers also they have shared. So those are the quite challenging cases I faced, but till date they are maintaining quite well, and they are blessing physiotherapy as a profession, because we are on the right track.
Wonderful, wonderful. Aditi, we are doing this program, under the name of Woman of Influence. And this interaction has already been inspiring and influencing. But later, when we upload these on the social media sites, and the entrepreneurs who are going to listen to this conversation, and especially the woman entrepreneur, what would be
Right.
your message to them?
I always say in my life I have faced n number of hardships, but I never give up. Can be life transformation from being a woman, as to invest on your individual part, then making this clinic as the entire as a brand. Everything is my own. I'm belonging to such a wonderful family, the good financial backgrounds also. I made sure I never asked a single penny from my parents.
Hmm.
Everything was my own earned. It's a hard earned money. Then I invested, and I made sure that I'm going to do the justice with this particular money which I have invested.
Hmm.
And everything is possible when you're disciplined, when you're organized, and when you have the passion to provide to the society.
Hmm.
So if you don't have money, and how I'm going to do that? If you keep giving excuses, excuses are a number of them. And if you are going to fight for it, you are the fight for your dreams, your passion, whatever the education you have earned, it's definitely not going to be just going to be the dream. So I am enjoying that reality in my day to day life. So this is something which I can tell everyone. Hard work is important. Nothing can change and the destiny or everything I believe on. It is not like I don't believe on the destiny or anything. But if you are not a hard worker, if you're not
Hmm.
going to be organized, if you're not in the disciplined manner,
Hmm.
this hard work won't pay off. Otherwise, it is just the gadha mehnat which you are doing. It is important that everything is in combination. You have to put, and then only the things work. The things will work.
Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Aditi. It was really an interesting conversation with you. I hope
Thank
you
you so
also
much, sir.
enjoyed, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
I thank you on behalf of Business Mantra, and I'm sure the women entrepreneurs who are going to listen to this conversation will get a lot out of this. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. It's my pleasure, and thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. It's really a pleasure for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.